For far too long, Vietnam veterans were not properly recognized or thanked for their service to the nation.
Decades after the war, and veteran groups are still trying to make up for that. Today, the group Honoring America's Veterans held a special pinning ceremony in Phoenix to thank these heroes no longer forgotten.
I still think it's important to remind our community, our people in our community, about the importance of veterans.
When people ask me, what do I remember the most about Vietnam, I remember all of you.
Today, 3 Phoenix war heroes sharing their stories from Vietnam, stories they didn't think of telling when they first came home.
When we came back from Vietnam, quite frankly, a lot of us, like myself, I didn't even tell people that I had been to Vietnam.
Vietnam veterans like Army medic Terry Airmen didn't receive a warm welcome home after the war. There were no parades. There was still a societal anti-war sentiment in the U.S., and many veterans felt forgotten, but not today. Today, they're getting a long overdue thank you.
It really helps them heal. We have veterans that come up to us and say, you know, I had no idea that a thank you from the community could mean so much to me.
Colonel Thomas Kirk Jr. was an Air Force fighter pilot.
Flying the F-105, which was the chief Air Force dive bomber of the entire war, right? We were called the heavy hitters. We were the guys that did the dirty work.
He was shot down, and before his aircraft hit the ground, he dropped his bombs over the target and ejected.
I landed in a plowed field. A bunch of Vietnamese men, women, and children were clustered all around me, and they beat me black and blue, spitting on me, kicking me, throwing rocks at me, and beating me with sticks.
He spent 5.5 years at the so-called Hanoi Hilton as a prisoner of war.
It was a terrible experience to live that long time locked in a cell and not have a lot of activities to do, just sit. But I think I'm a better man for having been there, and I'm very honored and proud to have served my country.
That pride and willingness to serve is something Colonel Pat Little-Upa hopes young people today can learn from. She was an Army nurse in Vietnam.
Our young people need to know what these, particularly men, there were 2.7 million men and 8,000 to 10,000 of us women, went through during that war, and the sacrifices that they've made since.
Being here today brings up lots of emotion. Her brother also served.
He'd be wounded, like so many of the men. He would have malaria, he would deal with post-traumatic stress, and unfortunately, he died younger than he should have because of the effects of Agent Orange.
Now, decades later, these heroes finally getting the recognition they deserve.
I am just so humbled today to be here with men like Tom Kirk and Terry Airmen and all the other Vietnam veterans that are here today.
I believe that every American alive today has a duty and an obligation simply to thank and respect people who serve the country.
And there are about 170,000 Vietnam-era veterans in Arizona. Now, tomorrow, March 29th, is National Vietnam War Veterans Day. The day gives Americans the chance to unite and thank those veterans for their service, for their sacrifice. March 29th in 1973 was also the day the last of the U.S. combat troops left South Vietnam and POWs were released.